What's going on, guys? So in previous videos we've discussed the massive problem in the market right now, as well as how that massive problem is in fact a massive opportunity. So in this video we're going to take a look at a little bit more details as to why this is such a phenomenal opportunity for small businesses to rapidly expand in double quick time, in triple quick time, and the possibilities are literally endless. So I'm going to quickly explain using a PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so my technical skills are now going to be tested. Hopefully this works. I'm going to be using this slideshow, which I hope comes on screen, to explain why it's such a beautiful thing to be acquiring another business as a means to rapidly expand your current business. So if you can see the screen, hopefully you can. What you will see is an example. So in this example, let's assume that you've got a computer software company. So you've got your computer software company, you're currently doing 2.5 million in revenue and your EBITDA is 300 grand. If you don't know what EBITDA is, maybe I'll do another video, but just Google it. But it's literally earnings before interest, tax, and the depreciation and amortization, which again I'll explain in another video. Now, when it comes to valuing a business, there's so many different ways to value a business. How one person values it, another person will value it different. So this is where your negotiation and deal making skills come in handy, because you can literally negotiate a deal any way you want, because there is no set way to value a business. But the traditional method, or the most commonly used, is to use a multiple of the EBITDA. So in this example, the multiple is 3. So 3 times 300k is 900k. So in this example, you're doing 2.5 million in revenue, 300k EBITDA. Value times that by a multiple of 3, and the valuation of that company is 900 grand. So if you were to sell that company today, you would receive 900,000 pounds. If we were then to go on and buy, let's say, a computer hardware company, so you've got a software company, now you go out and buy a computer hardware company, and that company is doing 3.5 million in revenue and has an EBITDA of 500k, the valuation of that company, based on the same multiple, would be 1.5 million. So once you acquire that company and you combine your initial company with the new company together, you've got a total revenue of 6 million, EBITDA of 800,000, and times that by the multiple of 3, and you've got a valuation of 2.4 million. So instead of receiving 900k, you'd now be receiving 2.4 million pounds if you were to sell that business. Or would you? Because this is where the real beauty comes in with this system. Because what actually happens is, if you go back to this slide, you're not just adding both of these companies' revenues together. What you can then do is, because you've got a computer, did I call it a hardware company? Yeah, you've got a computer hardware company and a computer software company. You can now cross-sell your products and services between the two companies, meaning your hardware clients can now buy products from the software company, and your software clients can now buy products from the hardware company. And that cross-selling will generate an additional revenue. That the combined synergies of might generate an extra 2 million in revenues just by cross-selling the products and services. But because you're also combining the two companies, you're going to be saving a lot of money in terms of operation cost. Putting maybe your head office in one place, getting rid of staff that, well, not getting rid of staff, but quite a lot of staff don't like change, so they might leave. So the operating expenses are going to be a lot higher, and therefore your EBITDA is going to be much higher. So let's say, for example, it's going to be 700,000. So times that by 3, you've got an additional valuation of 2.1 million. So the total value, or combined synergies of all of this, you're left with 8 million in revenue, 1.5 million in EBITDA, and then times that by the multiple of 3, the valuation is now 4.5 million. So if you were to sell that company now after the addition of just one company, you would receive 4.5 million rather than the initial 900,000. That's how powerful this system is. If you make the right strategic acquisition, and that's how powerful it is if you add just one company. If you go out and add 2, 3, 4, you can see for yourself how you're multiplying the value exponentially, and when it comes to sell, you're going to receive a hell of a lot more than with just your current company. I hope that example has been useful. Any questions, let me know. Obviously, this is a very simplified way of doing this. It's a lot harder in practice finding these companies, but it's worth it, well worth it. Any questions, let me know. Otherwise, take care, guys. Bye-bye.